Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's plant update is going to be a very interesting update. I have amazing updates on my new plants, and I got a new addition this past week. So stay tuned, you want to see what my new addition could be.
When I saw the girl called Lady Bird, I bet.
Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's plant update, I'm going to give you all the amazing updates on all my plants and the new addition that I added last week. So let's get started with the poinsettia. So here is my poinsettia right now. It hasn't grown much since last week, but right now we're just watching it. I am watering it only when the soil is completely dry, which is what you're supposed to do right now. And you're supposed to fertilize it every couple of weeks, which is what I'm doing. So right now, not much new growth, but we'll have to wait and see what happens over the next week. So now I'm going to get into my rose stem experiments. I'm just going to show you one because they're practically all the same right now. So we have this one right here, which, as you can see, I just noticed that there's some growth on the very tip. I hope that's growth. I'm hoping that it's growth on the very tip right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but on the tip there's something growing. And again, with the rose stems, you want to make sure the soil, you only water it when the soil is completely dry. So right now, looks like we've got some growth on the tip right there. But yeah, that looks good so far. So now, I'm going to be moving on to my cactuses. As always, we start with the two little Easter cactuses right here. And right now, they're growing quite well. We got some new leaves sprouting. Again, I just water these guys when the soil is completely dry, which all you have to do is just put your finger and feel if it feels dry, you need to water it. If not, don't worry about it. Because my routine is like very, I'll say, pretty good. I come out every morning, I get my coffee, and then I look at all the plants, I test all the soils to make sure they are moist, and if not, I put a little water in there. So with this guy, this is my Christmas cactus, and it's growing new leaves, which is amazing, which is what you want right now. If you have an Easter cactus or you have a Easter or a Christmas cactus right now, all you want is for them to be growing leaves right now. That's pretty much all you want, because nothing's really going to happen right now. Just grow some leaves. The Christmas cactuses will start growing their buds to around December sometime, so that's definitely when you're going to start seeing that. So now we're going to move on to my other Christmas cactus right here. I'm sorry, the camera is being blurry for a second. Don't know what was happening. So right now, this Christmas cactus is growing quite well. We got some new leaves right there growing. So everything is looking good. Because all you expect right now from your Christmas or Easter cactuses is that new leaves. That's pretty much all to expect right now. So here's this guy, which is doing quite well. I'm very excited for this season to see if there's going to be any buds this season. It's going to be very exciting. And here is my Easter cactus that I'm going to transplant because some of the leaves are dying and that's not good. And I do have the new pot right here. So this is the new pot that's going to go in. And next week I will be repotting it in front of you guys. So yeah, this is going to be very exciting. So now we're going to move on to my aloe. Which my aloe is doing quite well, actually. So you can see I got two aloes right here. This guy is not growing anything, but this guy has a new leaf coming out. Slowly coming out, but it's coming out, which is amazing right now. So now I'm gonna move on to my orchids, which I have a few updates as well. So here's my latest orchid. As you can see, this flower spike is turning color and the flower spike is dying. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna cut it at the base because it's all the way down. I'm gonna cut it at the base because that's what happens. You don't usually tell with the color, but the color kind of tells you it's dying. But if you feel it and it collapses like that, it's time to cut it. So I'm gonna cut it all the way down to the base because that's where it's going at this point. And this flower spike is doing quite well. The flowers are fading. It's totally normal. Like I said, Phalaenopsis orchids blooms can last up to a year, but not always. It just depends on the orchid. As you can see, this orchid's been drinking lots of water, which is a very, very good sign. So right now, I just let them fall off on their own. That way the orchid cuts them off so there's no risk of infection. I never pull off the flowers. I just let them fall on their own so I know that my orchid is done with them. So here is the next Phalaenopsis orchid, and this leaf's doing wonderfully right now. And I got this flower spike still nice and green, possible buds coming off that guy. And right now I have a leaf yellowing down here. What you want to do with the leaves is you just want to gently pull them. And if you gently pull them and they just fall off, that means the orchid has cut it off from the base. So there's, again, no risk for an infection. So here is this beautiful Phalaenopsis orchid, and this leaf is growing quite well right now. There are no new signs of new roots at all. We got this flower spike right here that continues to grow wonderfully. Then we got this guy right here. Again, a nice green, firm flower spike, a nice leaf that keeps growing, and the roots are growing about the same. No new growths as of yet. So right now, everything is looking good with this guy. Possible buds for this guy as well. Now we're moving on to my baby orchid, who's doing wonderfully at this time. Growing this nice leaf. No new roots, just extending from the old roots, which is looking really good. And my aerial root. Some orchids will have them and some won't. You just have to let the orchid do what's gonna do. There's no changing it at this point. So then we have this guy right here, which the leaf is slowly growing out, and the roots that we have here from last week are starting to pop out. They're growing a little bit, not by much, but they're growing a little bit and they're trying to come out. So now for my new addition to my collection. So this is one I found was like a bargain to buy because they were like 2 for $5. It was a bargain to buy, and I'm really, really excited to show you guys what it is. So here is my rose bush. It's a mini rose bush. So it's gonna be really, really excited to see these blooms, these buds I have to start coming out. It's gonna be really excited. I have the rose fertilizer coming soon. It should be here sometime this week because this is fertilizing week. And again, all the fertilizers that I use will be in the description below in case you want to check them out. So this is for the orchids when they are either in spike, where those green stems are, or they have buds, or they're in bloom. So you definitely want to use that one for this. And then this is for the regular orchids that have no blooms, no flower spikes, just have leaves and have roots. And this is the one you want to use for that. And then this one is for the rest of my orchids, except for my roses, because my rose fertilizer is coming. I will try to remember to leave the link for the rose fertilizer down in the description below in case you want to catch that. This is what I'm using for everything else besides my orchids and my roses. So yeah, so right now that is gonna be it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, share to grow our community, and subscribe if you are new here. And don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss a video. And I will see you guys next time.